Hey guys, it's Frank here with another user-submitted replay from High versus Scan on Titan's Causeway. I believe this is Game 7? Game 6 or Game 7? Anyway, there's the, just watching the very tail end of the mandatory dog versus Morph Core play there. Dog always goes and denies or body blocks the construction of an array. And then the Morph Core always attacks it until it has to like run back, get the healing flower, and then go back to body blocking. And if you're good enough with the dog, or if you understand the Celestial macro enough, um, you'll know the timing at which the Celestial has enough Luminite to build another collection array, and then you don't have to like have your dog sitting there taking shots when there's no chance that the array is going to get built. Alright, dog finally gets chased off, the array gets built, dog eats cabbage, the world keeps turning. Alright, so we're going to see an expand first out of Scan. Yeah. No production structures yet. I don't know why I'm trying to follow that scout that's just patrolling. I thought he was actually getting microed. Okay, we finally see a first barracks go down for Scan here. What's he gonna make out of it? It's probably gonna be dog. This whole series has mostly been excuse me. Has mostly been Scan practicing on how to get past early game vectors, just because the Vanguard doesn't have much of an early response to vectors, at least not unit-wise. Really, the best answer to vectors is Graven, but that's like if vectors are tier 2 and Graven are tier 3, then that makes for a bit of a dicey proposition. So right now, the state of the game is that Vanguard has to get a couple dogs and then make a BK lounge so they can start making exos. And as the exos are making, you build a sentry post, and then you put the exos inside of the sentry post, and that's all defensive, and it's all mandatory right now, which is I don't know that I'd call it fun. The fact that you're forced to like early aggression basically just isn't possible for the Vanguard player against the Celestial. Let's see, is this gonna be sentry post? No, it's a habitat. Oh yeah, habitat up here. And then BK Lounge goes like right here, and then a sentry post right here. But yeah, I think Vanguard can't leave their natural for the first couple of minutes anyway. Okay, BK Lounge being built on the high ground, and I think that immediately turns into oh, it's Beryllium Claws. And then, now that that's done, Exos? Exos? No Exos just yet. But we are going to see these dogs that have been promoted come down and take out the speed camp, possibly. Nice way to deny your opponent any extra resources. Alright, meanwhile in the main, okay, we've got double mech bay up. Interesting. Hedgehogs didn't work out so well the last time that Scan tried them against vectors. Scrapyard goes down right next to the slowly enriching Therium patch there. I think that's a dual purpose Scrapyard, not just to have faster Therium mining, but also to start getting upgrades. A machine lab goes down. Upgrades on upgrades on upgrades. We don't see any sentry posts yet. That's really interesting. Alright, these dogs keep on cleaning out creep camps, which is good. Alright, see one dog use a little howl to get huge vision. Doesn't see any of his enemies nearby, so he feels pretty safe enough to take out these shadow demons. 1, 2 go down. And captures the vision camp. Oh, going Argent. No vectors at all. Interesting. Alright, so in that case, the Hedgehogs are just straight up better than these Argents. Like, they can kite the opponent to death. They do bonus damage against heavy, which the Argents are. What I don't have access to as a caster is, like, the conversations that these two had in between matches. So because this is a later game, they might have said, "Hey, we practiced enough doing anti-vector stuff. Let's do something that's more straight up." And yeah, these Hedgehogs are just picking apart this Argent force. Great body blocks from the dogs, by the way. Oh, Sovereign's Watch goes down. No, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. You just donate. It's free damage for your opponent. Alright, meanwhile, are we going to finally see a tech switch here? No, we do see the rollout upgrade almost coming online for some Kree that haven't been built yet. There's the first Kree being built right now. Second Kree being built right now. Fifth Kree being built, sorry. Speaking. Oh, and the Hedgehog's taking out a collection array from the high ground. Very sneaky. And we see a Cabal. We haven't seen a Cabal yet this series. That'll be nice. Cabal's being able to lift units that are on the ground or ground units that are flying. I think you need a lot more of them if they're going to be effective, like battlefield spellcasters. Just because you want, like, lifting or grounding one single unit doesn't do all that much, but if you can do that to a bunch of different units, then it's pretty strong. Alright, Hogs and Dogs are going to keep on sharking around the map, retaking camps. And we are going to see, I think it's a Bob. Is that a Bob clearing out trees? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. There he is. Hello, Bob. And the Hedgehogs were sieged up like he's expecting some air, but there are no air units yet. It is interesting. Alright, and the armies just keep on circling each other. Oh, we have some Vulcans out, though. Also interesting. Again, I don't know what the conversation was going into this game, but maybe it was like, hey, no vectors. Alright, Cabal gets taken out pretty quickly. Yeah, it's Hedgehogs for anti-heavy and Vulcans for everything else. Granted, the Vulcans are really slow to walk across the map, but they are getting there. Speaking of finally getting across the map, here's the Celestial Army. Oh, so many Hedgehogs catching some Kree on the rollout. We see a lot of the Cabal. They must have had like the enfeeble autocast turned on. A couple of Kree gonna go down. The death explosions are gonna be right in the middle of the opponent here. The Argents actually have a really great arc here, but they're all focusing down this. They're all focusing down that Vulcan that was shielded. See a couple of purifications go down just to make sure that it's getting rid of any kind of buffs that are on the Vanguard force. Vulcans are kind of falling too far behind. The Hedgehogs are giving chase. Alright, there's another Cabal. 2 Cabals go down. Yeah, now it's the Hedgehogs that are just going to be chewing their way from the tail to the head of this Celestial Force. Oh, now they're all sieged up and they're going to take down the Arc Fort, Arc Station. Arc Station goes down. That's kind of rough. Oh, and he's got a Sovereign's Watch, so that these retreating units are still taking damage as well. Now the Vulcan shows up and says, "I would happily tank all this damage for my Hedgehog brethren." This is Vanguard Mech. And then, yeah, now once we see. So High was already on red power before Scan showed up, but now the Scan's taking out the power banks. High is just, yeah, he's deep into the red on power. one Lancer here facing off against a Cabal and 2 Argents. And there's the GG. All right, good game, guys. Thanks for submission.